Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another weekly outlook. Let's get right into it. We're going to start with GBP CAD here. This is a trade that I closed just before the weekend because I had to, because of challenge rules or funded account rules on Alpha Capital Group. So I was forced to close it. And I really don't think I'm going to re-enter it right away on Monday because I don't like how it behaved so far. I was confident that at least when we tap into this fair value gap here, that we're going to get an instant drop. And what we got was a rejection. And then I thought, okay, we might get some traction here. And then even after super hawkish news, or how you say, bullish news for CAD, instead of this keeping to drop, it just made this complete bullish candle with a close on top. So I really don't like how this behaves so far. So I will probably accept it as a tiny loss here. I rather look, instead of just re-entering this, maybe we can scale in or re-enter this from confirmation. So basically on Monday we could see something like this imbalance here gets closed more, and then we see a new rejection and then an actual solid break of structure here with some bearish intention visible. And then maybe I get in again to take this lower, okay, maybe, and then obviously with a new stop loss, maybe I enter somewhere here, you know, and take this lower. But this original position, to be honest, I got a little bit shiny balled on this because this is just such a huge move, man. So even if this original trade would work out, this could take like months. So I was a little bit unaware of that. So yeah, if it gives a nice scaling opportunity, I will maybe take it again. But so far I will just leave it as a small loss and see what it keeps doing. I still think it has a fair chance to drop, but it has to prove me that it can show some bearish intention, and then I'm gonna maybe enter again, depending on how it's gonna look. Next one is NZD CHF. I'm not really a fan of the CHF pairs, but it is a setup to plan. We have the weekly structure sweep and a fat rejection on the weekly. We have one leg established now. If we get a second leg and it looks clean to me, maybe we have some liquidity built on the way or something, maybe I'm gonna short it. But first of all, I need a second leg, and then it really has to look nice. So let's see, but it's something to pay attention to for sure. So that's why I have it on the list. Euro GBP could shape up nice longs. After we take this out, we have a nice little daily order block here that is still not fully mitigated. So we could react from here. This order block also swept this previous weekly low. But we have also this low that could be target of the bearish push. So we really need to see if we get a clean entry, because if this makes something not as clean, it's probably just gonna be a trap for this target to get fulfilled here. So only if it sets up very nicely, you know, with our two legs, then we can see to look to long this after we take this out. So let's see how it sets up, or if it sets up at all. But I like how it puts equals here, you know, this low and this low. And I think if we trickle down nice and slowly and then get boom first leg, boom second leg with the clean momentum switch, I really think we can target something like this high or this high as inducement. And yeah, I think that would make sense if that would happen. Euro AUD, we have these equals here below, and I really would like the market to sweep this again and then break higher. So something, if we see something like this and we sweep this and then we have our two legs, this is something that we could take higher to, for at least this high, or maybe even this high. You see how this is a clean area on the daily here and on the weekly as well. And oops, on the weekly as well, you see that it's the weekly fair value gap. We have the equal weekly lows here. This is a nice area to get potentially tapped, and then we then we rally higher. So this would be a nice potential long setup. The rest, ladies and gentlemen, is really not clean. It's really not clean. I went through all the pairs, and yeah, it's one of these weeks where it's just not too much going on the 4 hour. Just a quick overview. I'm gonna post separate videos. As you know, I do cover every trade that ended. I will drop a video on it. So just very, very briefly here, CAD JPY ended up as a loss. I didn't want to break even here, but all the details to that in the video that will follow. And GBP CHF, my first 1 hour trade since a while. I closed it here because I didn't want to get gapped over the weekend, so I just closed it just before market close after this candle here. So I closed it here. Plus 1.2R, grateful for this, worked out beautifully. And man, this was just exploding almost, like it had so much liquidity. We had this ridiculous trend line and the equals here. I'm so sure that this is gonna smash the equals. But I didn't want to get, I didn't want to risk getting a lot of swap fees on that, so yeah. But as you know, the video will follow. I'm a little bit embarrassed almost how short this video is gonna be, but it is what it is, guys. I don't make the markets, and it's just shitty price action, or it's nothing really ready. So yeah, this time a short one, and it's just important, guys. We need to stay patient, and the good setups are gonna come. We just need to wait for them. Okay, so let's keep these 3 pairs on the watch list. If you see anything else and you have questions on it, then just shoot me a comment, show me what you mean, and we can talk about it. And thank you for your attention. I see you guys in the next one. Take care.